What was the big rumor in your high school? Did it turn out to be true? Alright, so back in high school, there was this huge rumor about our history teacher, Mr. Grayson. Everyone whispered that he used to be a professional boxer in the 90s and had once knocked out a guy in a bar fight. I mean, come on, Mr. Grayson? The guy who wore sweater vests and had a collection of vintage maps? No way, right? Well, one day during junior year, this kid named Trent decided to test the rumor. Trent was your classic class clown, always pushing buttons. He started mouthing off during class, calling Mr. Grayson a fake, and saying he couldn't even throw a punch. Mr. Grayson just stood there, calm as ever, and said, "Trent, sit down before you regret it." But Trent didn't sit down. He kept going, and then, out of nowhere, Mr. Grayson snapped. He grabbed Trent by the collar, lifted him out of his chair, and pinned him against the wall. The whole class froze. Then in the calmest voice, Mr. Grayson said, "I don't fight kids, but if you ever disrespect me again, I'll make sure you regret it." Trent sat down, and the room was dead silent. After class, Mr. Grayson pulled me aside and said, "You know, I did box, but I left that life behind for a reason. Violence doesn't solve anything." Turns out the rumor was true. Mr. Grayson had been a boxer, and he had knocked someone out in a bar fight, but it was in self-defense. He quit boxing after that, went back to school, and became a teacher. I'll never forget that day. It was the first time I realized teachers are people too, with pasts, regrets, and stories we'd never guessed.